Welcome to GeekoFarm, where we do things differently. This is our slice of paradise. 250 mature olive trees and a big white house up here on the hill, and a high-tech fab lab down in the town. We run a small IT business, brew alcohol, press olives, teach young geeks, grow fruit and veg, hunt, farm chickens, and experiment.
But first, we're going to plant strawberries down on GeekoFarm. So once I've cleaned the dirt off them, I put them in little pots full of vermiculite, and I've got 2 little containers here. But now I need somewhere to put them. Meg, make me a run!
As you can see, our greenhouse has now got a lot more green in it than the last episode, and we're going to show you how we install one of these runs so that we can grow all the lovely green stuff. We're going to install this run here. Thank you, Kat. As you can see, it's a little bit smaller than the one there and the one there. But that's okay, we'll just chalk it up with some wooden blocks.
There you go, 10 little strawberry plants.
Some plants, excellent.
Plants. 10 strawberry plants for you to put in that run.
Excellent. Oh, I better get on with chopping it up rather than cocking it up. Like that. Yeah, that'll do. Next step is the water. Let's turn the pump off first, shall we? That's better. All these little caps along here, they just keep sunlight and dust and things out. We remove them when we put the plants in, obviously, or there wouldn't be any room. The water comes in through this pipe here, and we're going to replace this with a T-junction and then plumb water to go into that run. So we take this apart. Here's our T-junction. There we are. That divides the water flow up nicely from this 13mm pipe into 2 streams. Only one piece of pipe. Oh, never mind. We can fix that. It's important to have really tidy edges, which is a shame. Here we go. This is fairly flexible stuff. This is fairly stiff stuff. Long runs we try and use fairly stiff stuff so it doesn't fold up on itself and cut the water flow off. This we want a little bit more flexible. The pipe up here is a bit thinner than the pipe down there, but we can fix that. So we use a part called a reducer, which reduces the 13mm, which is 1/2 inch in old money, down to 6mm, which is 1/4 inch in old money, like that. And then where is it? There we go. Then we have some 6mm pipe which we put on there, and this basically it slows the water flow down so we don't flood the entire run. And to slow it down even more, we put a piece of 4mm pipe, and if you don't do metric you can go and work that out in imperial yourself, like that, and then that will poke into the run. 4mm bit pokes in to the hole there, and now water will flow in traditional manner. Sometimes, if a run isn't draining very well, we'll even stick a piece of 2mm tubing in it to slow the water flow down further. Of course, once water flows in, it's got to flow out somewhere. There's a spigot under here, which is all going to flow out of. This hole in the top, by the way, is for us to inspect the plug hole and fish bits of crap out of it when it blocks up. This hole here is kind of left over from a previous exercise. So the water has to flow from here down to there, and we've got to make sure that the slope is as even as possible, because there's not much water pressure and an airlock can cause the tube to block and our run to flood. So we're going to reuse this 90-degree bend that we pulled out earlier and some of that nice stiff tubing to go down to there, and then we'll attach this spigot underneath there, which is kind of hard to do on camera. With a bit of goodwill from the gods, the water will flow in that end, along that row of holes, down that plug hole down there. Gosh, that's hard to get on camera. There you are, one plug hole. Down out that little spigot thing here, down there, and into that big fat pipe which can carry lots and lots of water all the way back to our water tank that's hidden behind the big mass of green. And now, the moment of truth. Let's turn the water on. We use the same plugs as China and Australia, you know. You can see all the little bits getting flushed out the tube here. Water's definitely coming in at this end. Oh, and big chunks of everything are going into the hole down at this end. Let's fish some of them out. There we are. That's what we don't want. Okay, any of it. There. Okay. Any leaks? Net. Can't see any.
And now I've got some runs, I can plant out my strawberries.
But for now, that's your lot down on GeekoFarm.